Yar! Welcome aboard the Cringe. I'm your captain, Joey Joey, and today we're working on episode 391. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate you being here. There we go. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope everybody's going to have a wonderful day. I was on early enough to take care of a couple chores, like make another net that I forgot to do yesterday, and eat the coconuts I needed. And I've already collected some shells. Alright. Beverage of choice this morning is coffee. I'm on my second cup. So I'm about halfway through. Today is going to be a Dodo Island. Oh, nope. Today is going to be a Captain Island. It's because I'm visiting my son. It's relatively quick. He's all excited. He got another package. So just like a child wants a toy at the grocery store, my son is excited for Amazon. And within reason, he's allowed to order 2 things a week. At least while school's not in session. There we go. Oh, you know what? I didn't check and see if Red was here. And he is not. So we're going to visit him on his island. Chops was my DIY this morning, so I don't know who it's going to be on this gameplay. Because once you start the new day, well, we found out. Once you start the new day, everything changes and you get another one. And I was able to finish the 3-person contact, so I had 2 when we ended yesterday. And because I visited shops, I was able to get my 3rd one. I will go and spread the DIY. So other than visiting my son, nothing much is going on. It's about an hour to go visit him each way. Yeah, it's a little less, but it's pretty close to an hour. It's only like 30 miles, but I'm on a windy road. It's a nice trip out there, though. And it's always great to see him. So. Wow. Pretty rare. So that means everything is going to be on the bottom 50%. There we go. Oh, wow. Even better. Perfect. All right. We'll come around here. Oh, put the fence back. There we go. Thought I had 3 logs. All right. Ooh, this one's one of the tricky ones. Yep. We're not falling for you. Even though we did. Beautiful. Hey, first fossil. All right, we're going to get rid of the tree, and then we're going to the island. So. And we'll do this first. It's always nice to get that done early. All right, let's go to the island. All right, let's see what that gets us. I'm going to spam the B button. And drink coffee at the same time. Okay. See what we need to do. Plant fruit. Might as well do that now. When I said fruit, I shouldn't have. There we go. Oh, coffee. Well, at least we planted. And we did something along those lines. All right. Now we have to replenish our coconuts. I always eat 6. That's kind of a new thing, I think. I eat somewhere between 5 and 6 every day. And I always carry 10 on me, which is kind of weird. When I used to play earlier in the game, you know, space in the backpack was pretty rare. And now I just treat it like it's every day. No big deal. I'll just throw some in there. Yeah. I always carry, which I don't really need to, I always carry the tool bench or the workbench, the log. And I don't really need to. I mean, because if you visit the islands, this is always available. But I usually do it because I don't set up a workbench anywhere. Can I hop across? No. I'm already running out of space. There we go. So I was bored yesterday. And I decided to weed my driveway. I have a cement or concrete driveway. And I get weeds between the cracks. And I don't like using the spray chemicals. It would make my life a lot easier. But I decided to get out there and pull weeds. It wasn't that bad, but it was enough to spend about 20 minutes. I think I already know it. Yeah. Already have that one. And now they're showing all the bugs. All right. And we're going to take off. I have my booty. I take it with me wherever I go. So you're going to notice that some of my content, I mark it as not safe for children. Even though it is, I don't think I've ever mentioned like a swear word, unless it was by mistake. I just do that so parents have control. Right? Most, like 99.9999% of my content is family friendly. I just do that just because I'm a parent, so I understand. There we go. Suckerfish. Yeah, I don't feel safe doing it any other way. And I like to make sure that my content, that parents have control over it. I don't know. It's just something I've always done. And it's better to be safe in my eyes. I don't want, you know, even though my content isn't nasty. I still like to have people have control for their children, so it's better to be safe. I think I put out a small short that had Nate saying something that he wanted to go to the bathroom outside of my house. It was weird. I don't know. So that's probably about as wild as my content. And Nate is the bear on my island. So, you know, it was kind of a weird response. But that's as wild and PG-13 as my content gets. For my son, I use the terminology, rated R is not for Joey and Dad. Just until, you know, he's able to understand the difference, which is, you know, which is something he may not understand. So, better to be safe. And because I know that, because of my son, you know, that's kind of why I do it. I can't honestly tell you if I remember. I don't use language that's inappropriate anyways. But, you know, occasionally, with a nautical background. There we go. Hey, we are missing a fossil. And I am trying to find out where it is. Ah, you know what? I didn't check this area. Huh. Wow. I think I ought to try that again. Huh. Where did I miss that? The only place I can think of is it might be on the other side. Let's go back and take a look. I'm usually pretty thorough about this. Oh. That was bad. My goodness. That was pretty cheesy. All right, now we found everything. Let's go back. That was pretty bad. Got it. Okay. We're going to get coffee. I should probably do that in the beginning of the gameplay. It'd probably make my gameplay faster. Nice. I have plenty of trees. I don't really want to do that. When I first started playing, a lot of my villagers would get lost. I had so many trees. So, I try not to do that. I wouldn't change a single thing either. I like coffee too. Oh. What's up, turtle? I got him up early this morning. Yarr. I gotta say, I like the update. They added more nautical stuff in there. Which I'm pretty happy about. Nice. Yeah, now they have all that. All right, let's head out. Okay, so I haven't done the 30,000 yet. We could put 10 in. That's enough for carrying 3,500. That's enough to pay for our artwork and have 30,000 for tomorrow. So 6,500 is where I like to keep it. Just personal. That gives me 30,000 to buy stuff. Good for now. Later. Okay, throw away our artwork. I am really hoping we get our statue soon. I really want to put that as complete. And then I can just focus on bugs and change the content a little bit. When I say change the content, it's just updating a little bit how I play. Right? So we might do more bug stuff and fishing. And have the orientation be centered on that. I don't like to overdo it and do too much at one time. Because, as I mentioned yesterday, I view this kind of like a bonsai tree, right? Every day you do a little bit. It's kind of enjoying, or I enjoy it that way. So I really do. I don't want to rush things. Oh, no, 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 no. Yep. Want to fly? Harvs. Take off. All right. Here's to a motherly statue. Nope. Okay, we're going to buy from this side and see what happens. I haven't had a statue in a while. Later. All right. Time to head back. All right, everybody. I'm going to leave you here for today. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Bye.